Today, we are talking about a danger that could be hiding in plain sight in almost any home because it's completely invisible. I'm talking about carbon monoxide poisoning. Now, it is a really serious threat, but it's one you can absolutely protect yourself from once you know what to look for. All right, let's get right into it. And right there, that quote really gets to the heart of it. You can't see it, you can't smell it, you can't taste it. This is not like smoke filling a room where your brain screams, "Get out." This gas gives you absolutely no warning, which is why understanding it is just so critical. So what is this stuff exactly? Well, carbon monoxide, or CO for short, is a poison gas that gets created anytime a fuel, like natural gas or wood or even gasoline, burns incompletely. Just think about all the things in your home that burn fuel. If they're not working just right or if they're not vented properly, they could be pumping out this poison. And the really crazy thing about this list is how normal all of it is. I mean, we're talking about our furnaces, our water heaters, fireplaces, even the gas stove you cook on, a simple block chimney, a car accidentally left running in the garage, or, bringing a charcoal grill inside because it's raining. Any of these can turn an everyday item into a source for a deadly gas leak. Okay, this is where things get really, really tricky. Trying to recognize carbon monoxide poisoning is incredibly hard because the symptoms look almost exactly like other, much more common sicknesses. It's a true master of disguise. So here's the crucial part. Take a look at those low-level symptoms. Headache, feeling dizzy, nauseous. Sound familiar? It sounds just like the flu. But here's the tell. Usually there's no fever. It is so easy to just brush this off. But as that exposure continues, the symptoms get terrifyingly severe, leading to things like loss of consciousness and, tragically, even death. And this isn't always some sudden, dramatic event. Take the story of Nate Benson. For years, 3 years, he was just struggling with these awful symptoms that were ruining his life. Brain fog, memory issues, constant headaches. Doctors had no idea what was wrong. It wasn't one big poisoning event. It was a slow, steady, chronic poisoning from a leaky furnace that nobody caught. Okay, so we've laid out the danger. Now let's get to the most important part, what you can actually do about it. You absolutely have the power to stop this from ever happening. So let's walk through a super clear, actionable checklist to defend your home. First up, prevention. It is always, always the best strategy. So, number 1, get your furnace, your water heater, all of those appliances checked out by a pro every single year. Number 2, keep your vents and chimneys clear. A simple blockage from leaves or snow is a huge cause of CO buildup. 3, here's a quick visual trick. Look at the flame on your gas appliances. It should be blue. If you see a yellow or orange flame, that's a big red flag. And finally, some things just belong outside. Generators, charcoal grills, never ever use them indoors, period. Now, your second line of defense is detection. You have got to have CO alarms. Put them on every level of your house, and especially near where people sleep. And just like a smoke detector, you got to test it every month and swap out the batteries once a year. But, and this is the step so many of us forget, these alarms don't last forever. They expire. Yeah, 5 to 10 years. That's it. The little sensor inside the alarm that actually detects the gas, it just wears out. After that time, the unit might still beep when you press the test button, but the sensor itself is basically useless. It can't protect you anymore. You have to replace the entire thing. So, what if the worst happens? What if that alarm actually goes off? Knowing exactly what to do in that moment, well, it can save lives. Panic is your enemy here. A plan is your best friend. Okay, the plan is simple and you have to follow it. No hesitation. Get everyone, and I mean everyone, pets included, out of the house and into the fresh air immediately. Don't waste a second trying to open windows. Once you are safely outside, then you call 911. And this is so important. Do not go back inside for any reason until the firefighters tell you it's safe. Now, surviving that initial exposure is, of course, the main battle. But for a lot of people, that's not the end of the story. The long-term effects of CO poisoning are often misunderstood, and they can cast this long, lingering shadow over someone's life for years. This is one of the most insidious parts of this whole thing. After the initial event, a person might go into what's called a lucid interval. They feel better. They seem totally fine, like they've recovered. But all the while, silent damage can be happening in the brain, which leads to horrible new symptoms weeks or even months down the line. And this isn't some rare thing. Up to 46%, Almost half of the people who survive a serious CO poisoning event go on to develop these delayed neurological problems. That's just a staggering number, and it really shows you why this is so much more than just a temporary sickness. In the aftermath, it can completely change someone's life. We're talking about constant brain fog, trouble with memory, being tired all the time, and even major personality changes like sudden depression or anxiety. This is the damage that sticks around long after the gas is gone. But there is hope. Let's go back to Nate Benson's story. After years of dealing with the fallout from that slow poisoning, he was able to find targeted therapies that actually helped his brain heal. He got his life back. He started feeling sharp and motivated again. His journey just proves that recovery, even from that kind of long-term damage, really is possible. So I'll leave you with this one simple question. We all know to test our smoke detectors, right? It's drilled into us. But carbon monoxide is just as deadly, maybe even more so because it's so sneaky. So when was the last time you checked your silent killer detector? Go take a minute and check it today. It might just save your life.